Morning, everyone. Waiting for the computer to catch up. Giving y'all a moment to check in. But welcome to Spirituality in Sin City. I am your host, Rachel Hoyt. And just waking up here this morning with a bit of work in my junk journal. And we're going to talk about the Queen of Clubs. This is actually the second time we have talked about this card. So if you've been here before, you may know already that in general, she stands for assertiveness. I made this collage last time started this collage last time that we talked about her. And the point that I made that time, which is kind of in white back here, is assertiveness is not it's not what you do, it's who you are. It's very small. I don't think you can see it, but we're going to be coloring that in today. And sorry, my cat is, I did take away her spinny this morning to try and reduce the background noise. So she's making up for that with other loud activities. Anyhow, this is the Queen of Clubs rhyme that I wrote to help people remember her. She represents Leo the lion. And last time I shared those quotes, but I'm sneaking this out of your view on purpose. This time I want to share a little bit of a different story, different side of, well, a little more about the Queen of Clubs, because, why would I just talk about the exact same things as last time? There must be more she has to say to us. This one is looking the best to me. I haven't used these pens in a while, if at all. So I decided at the last minute that this should be the plan. And then they looked kind of dry, and I've been trying to get them ready. I hope this works. But I may have to switch to, it's still not really wanting to come out. We'll see. So we'll see. I'm going to be asserting myself, trying to get this ink going again in an old pen. Back to the Queen of Clubs, though, the card that should be speaking to you today, if the deck says it is speaking to you today, if you have come here. Giving up on that pen, I think. And try this one, even though it really doesn't quite look ready. So it's about asserting yourself. And while asserting yourself means putting yourself forward, standing up for yourself, making a move, all of those kinds of definitions. None of these bad boys are working. I really wanted blue. I'm sad. Well, we have to go with the backup plan of gold. And I guess add another color later. I know this one has been used. Should work. So, yep, already. Back to how we assert ourselves, though. Though, the message is that you need to assert yourself. It's very important to remember that how you assert yourself is going to make a huge difference on whether or not you succeed. And this is a lion-hearted spirit, like Leo the lion. So when this card comes up, it's likely that you're feeling fiery passion, and you might want to assert some righteous indignation. But that rarely accomplishes the goal as you really want it to work out. And that is the message that I'm feeling called to remind you today, because, well, it's one that I had to remind myself in the not so distant past. Um, and I know that as I continue to assert myself and move forward, somebody's going to say that I was not a nice person. I was, loud, mean. I used a tone. That is definitely what they're going to say. And I was not asserting myself in the best possible manner, to summarize things as succinctly as possible. I could talk about my feelings that are righteous indignation, but that's not going to get me where I want to go. It didn't work. It it backfired. It ends up with me being seen in a bad light by some people. The Bible says in Proverbs 28:1 that the righteous are bold as a lion. Well, yeah, that's what I was doing. But did anyone really hear what I had to say? No, no, they did not. So before you assert yourself with whatever it is that is making you feel fiery, think long and hard if there is a different way that you could approach it that would increase the likelihood that you accomplish your goal and that at least somebody hears what you're really trying to say, so that somebody can see the real you that you are trying to assert. And I found a very cool scripture from the Tao Te Ching this morning with the help of ChatGPT, my research buddy. He, Lao Tse, I think that's how you say it, said, there's multiple translations, but in essence, he said, the softest thing in the universe overcomes the hardest thing in the universe. The softest thing in the universe overcomes the hardest thing in the universe. So, to make it past that very difficult goal, ponder how you can be softer, whatever that might mean for you. For me, it is, I have been continuing to assert my weird little self and show you all my more childish side of my art on top of other things. I've been making more videos and sharing tarot readings of poker hands directly on Twitter, gathering my first haters who immediately block me in hopes that I won't be able to respond. Well, so that they don't have to see my response. And it's actually producing good things because I am just taking a, well, this is me, nice and soft approach. And people who are drawn to the person I am asserting are coming around, Some people are curious. Some people want to know more. And they are supporting me and saying hi. And I think that I have gotten myself a magically perfect suited type of writing job. It will be small, just a couple articles a month, but it is like I could not think of anything more perfect for me to write about. It's going to be a truly cool thing. I don't want to give all the details now. I'll save that for another time. And but it is coming about because I took some time off and got back to my softer side and saw how my harder side um, had messed me up, had stood in my way, and came up with new strategies for getting the type of role that I want to have in the poker world as an artist, writer, researcher, and poker player. You know, hopefully lots more poker playing come up soon. Still working on fixing my budget and finances. So just doing a couple of tournaments per week on WSOP.com. If you want to know who I am on there, so you can say hi if you bump into me, or so you can use the knowledge I'm revealing, or try to use it against me. Leave me a comment. I'll be happy to tell you who I am, so that you know if you're playing against me. And yeah, I'm not afraid. I am asserting myself, and as long as we're on that note, me being sassy, this is more serious though. I truly am here sharing this tarot information because I think you should get to know this for free, and decide for yourself if you agree, if you see the same signs in the cards, or not. And by that I mean my research, my other videos where I'm showing poker hands analyzed from a tarot perspective, which correlate with the meaning of these cards that I'm talking about right now and making art for right now. When I am doing those analyses, I'm doing it because I think we all deserve to know the truth and to have the most scientific proof that we could have, and sharing it for free because I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I think it's a good deed. I think everybody needs to interpret for themselves with their intuition. I don't think this is, I'm telling you, Queen of Clubs means assertiveness. So if it shows up in in life or a poker hand, does it mean that someone's going to assert themselves at you and you need to be ready for that? Or does it mean that it's time for you to assert yourselves towards them? Could be either side of the meaning. And most tarot readers would give a much more extensive list of words to go with each card, and many different interpretations, and go much more in depth trying to get specific about many different things that card could mean. But to me, that sentence in itself is ironic. Get specific about the many different things it could mean. That's two different things. You're either specific or you're talking about many things. So to me, I looked at the many definitions and my experience, and I chose one main word. And yes, and I do come up with many phrases that could be interpretive. But yeah, I think your intuition is the only thing that can tell you exactly what that card means. And so my purpose is to help you figure that out. And I think that it's a service. I don't think that I should be asking you to pay. And so I'm not. I'm asking you to press like and subscribe and help me earn from this channel, that from the ads that they're probably already showing you that I get nothing for. But if I get enough subscribers and have enough views while I'm sharing this free information, then I will earn something for it. But for me, if you can support, then, I make lots of cool things. I make jewelry, and this is not what I'm referring to necessarily when I say I make art. I have some wall art and other things that I've done. I do some fine art photography. So there's many different ways that people who want to can support me with an actual tangible good, uh, by purchasing an actual tangible good that I made. Or, oh, I see what I did there. I do have some print-on-demand items as well, where I just designed it and other people are making it for me. But I clearly label all of those in my shop, so that should be pretty easy for you to tell which ones are coming direct from me and which ones are not. And yeah, all of them, though, are meant to express little bits of my philosophies on playing cards and games and poker and life, and give those who believe similarly the ability to express themselves with that stuff too. Because, yeah, assertiveness is not what you do, it's who you are. And I want to be someone who gives back and makes the world a better place. And, I don't want you to think that I'm proposing that anything I'm telling you is all you ever need to know about life. It's just one little thing, one little bit of knowledge that I've found and am working to document, and hopefully by asserting myself, making the world a better, smarter place. So, 2 more little quotes, because you will be feeling fiery energy if you're feeling this card. And so you're probably feeling a little along the lines of what Ayn Rand said. The question is not who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. That is the type of fire that gets under me when I'm really to the strongest feeling this kind of assertiveness. And it's at that point that you want to listen to someone like Susan Jeffries, who said, "Feel the fear and do it anyway." Feel the fear and do it anyway, people. That is the mood of the day. And if the fear is just calmly standing up to someone who's always asserting themselves against you, do that. If the fear is, whatever it is that you're dilly-dallying on and wondering if you should assert yourself, now's the time to come up with your plan and do it. So that's the advice I have for you today. Let's go ahead and get another card, and let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I will hook you up with some answers. Awesome deck. What else do we need to know today about asserting ourselves? What is the additional message, which we'll discuss more tomorrow? What do we need to know? Karma and healing. Very positive message. Well, I gave away a hint. It's about karma and something good coming back to you. So we will chat more about this tomorrow, but it sounds like asserting yourself in the right manner could lead to some good things. So thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome day.